Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and you guys, it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas time in the city. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's someday. I know it's always someday, so we're gonna just go. I hope you're having a great someday. I could look, but frankly, I'm too damn lazy. You realize how many muscles it takes to slide my mouse down there to figure out what damn day it is? It's Tuesday, right, guys? Because Christmas is on Wednesday. Yeah, so happy Tuesday to you. Happy Merry Christmas Eve thing. When you guys were little or now, did you guys get to open presents on Christmas Eve? Was that something you guys got to do? We were allowed to open one present. And God help you if you open the wrong one, because we got to pick. It wasn't like there was a special one they bought for us for Christmas Eve. It was like, you have 3 presents this year. You can pick one. Good luck. Good luck. And it was almost worse if you picked a good one. Because if you picked your good one, you had to go to sleep not too long after. You had to go to sleep, and then you couldn't play with it, or you'd get in trouble for playing with it. Like, but you let me have the best present. We only got the one present. And then I knew I had friends and stuff. They were allowed to open theirs on Christmas Eve. I'm like, all of them? No, yeah, all of them. Like, you suck. Because I had to wait, and I'm not a good waiter. I'm not a very patient person, you guys. I know I've mentioned that before, but seriously, I'm not a very patient person at all. So when it comes to something like that, like Lady Monkey, she used to do this in our marriage, try to entice me with wanting to know what my gifts were. And I had to learn a long time ago to put that kind of stuff out of my mind, or it would drive me crazy. If I just sit there and wonder, what's going to happen, or what something is, or what I might get, I have to actively push it out of my mind. And so it was kind of funny. She would try to sit there and taunt me with it. And I'd just be like, I don't care. It's like, this isn't fun. I'm like, it's not supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to have fun torturing me. What in the actual world? Did I remember my invites or pills and invites? Usually when I start this early, I don't send invites out because I don't know who's awake at this hour. I usually wait to see if somebody pops into chat. And James Colley over on the Streamlabs, this was a few minutes ago. I'm so sorry that I didn't get this. I wasn't on the air yet, but I'm sorry I missed it, because I didn't miss it until my phone let me know. It says, woohoo, finally someone to entertain me while I'm in the fucking hospital. Don't worry too much. It's just my heart. I didn't fucking need it to begin with. LOL. Hashtag monkey facts. Hashtag hospitals make you sick. James, are you okay, man? All seriousness, all joking aside, should we be worried for you? Do we need thoughts and prayers? And I'm not saying that. How come certain things you say, they just come out sounding like you're sarcastic? Why does that happen? But James, are you all right, man? Just your heart. Huh. That's not very Christmassy, James, to have like heart attacks and shit on Christmas Eve. You got to wait until after Christmas to do that. But thank you for the donation. Yes, hospitals do make you sick. It's another reason I don't like going. There's nothing but sick people all around. And that's not a joke. Of course there's sick people at hospitals. Yes. But if you're healthy and you go to a hospital and then you come out sick, it's because you were in a big building with a bunch of damn sick people. Not yet. We good. Got a stress test at 9 a.m. Oh, okay. Man, stress tests suck. I've had a couple of those. I've had to do it both ways, both the running way, which I don't like to do because I'm lazy, and the chemical way, which they need to warn you in the beforehand, that because they tell you it's going to feel a little weird to you, is what they told me. And they injected whatever it was they injected into me, and it felt like my heart was going to explode. And they afterwards, we probably should have warned you about how bad it was going to be. I'm like, yeah, you think? I'm here for a test to see if my heart is strong enough, and you guys just made it feel like it was going to jump out of my throat and beat me to death. Yeah. Yeah, they'll even tell you with the whole sick people thing, get out of hospitals because most deaths and stuff in hospitals come from people getting infections and shit while they're there because there's a bunch of sick people all around. I get out of the hospital as soon as I possibly fucking can. When let's see, I was in there only for 2 days after my first surgery, and was it even a whole day after my second one? Maybe a day and a half, 2 days, something like that. She's like, "Get me the fuck out of here! I don't want to be here with all you sick motherfuckers. I've got enough problems. I don't need like rubella or whatever the fuck you can get from a hospital. Hospitals are gross too. They're just nasty. And yeah, I know they're like sanitized from top to bottom, and they do their best, but you got old nasty people coughing and stuff everywhere. I think your stress test is a flight of stairs, monkey. No. No, those don't stress me. Well, I guess they do when I fall, but I mean, even the nervousness I get. You ever had a stress test, an actual stress test? They put a bunch of nodes up to you and make you run. And my doctor did that one time. I was having problems passing out. It just was happening for a while, and I went to see my doctor about it. And they did all these tests on my heart. My heart, which had always been strong and looked strong and was acting strong. They're like, well, maybe we need to stress it. They didn't check my brain at all. When you pass out, it's probably not anything to do with your brain, guys. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, I got on a treadmill and I'm running. And I told them, I said, turn it off or I'm jumping off. And they said, no, you just have a little bit to go. I said, no, I'm done. I'm done. I don't like to run for no reason. I like to run if I'm playing, if I'm doing it because I want to. I don't want to run because a PE teacher told me to do it or because a doctor told me to do it. No, no, leave me alone. And then you know what? They gave me the other kind, and if I ever have my choice again, I will take the treadmill. But man, James Golly, thank you, Jennifer Maxey. His school bully is the stairs. I'm long past my school days, and I only went to one school that ever had stairs in it, and that was a 3-story school, and it was a really really old one. And it was really old when I went there. It's not like I got there on the first year. I suppose all the schools I went to are really, really old now. I wonder if kids go to schools that I went to that to me seemed brand new and exciting, and they're now dilapidated pieces of shit. They're like, man, this was built way back in the early 70s. Hey, Bear, let me know if you can hang out on this Christmas Eve, my friend. I wasn't sure what to name this one because, excuse me, I'm not really sure how I want to go with this one. There's some political stuff out there, of course. There's some entertainment news. There's just me wandering about with my mouth for no reason, that kind of thing. But it's I don't know. Sometimes at least I have a feeling about where I want to go with it, and this one is just like, I just want to talk and hang out with the folks. So it's more of a conversational piece at the moment. But hang on, I gotta get this link to Bear. He's gonna hang out for just a little while with us. Tell us about the traditional English Christmas. He's probably having like goose tomorrow or something. You guys ever had goose? I always saw it in the movies and stuff growing up. I've mentioned like the original. Well, it's not the original, but the George C. Scott Christmas Carol, the one that's the original to me. It's the first one I ever saw. He threw the kid a shekel or whatever it was, a shilling, to go get him a Christmas goose. Like, why do they got geese running around at Christmas time? I didn't realize at the time that what they did with that goose. I was like, oh. Then I got older and I'm like, they're gonna eat that thing. But it's just, I mean, as many geese as we have around, especially in these parts, man. Do you eat Canadian geese? Can you eat those? I suppose you can, but are they like bad or something? Are there different versions of geese that you eat? See, I am not a cultured man. I'm not a cultured man, so I don't know these things. And it is kind of weird. I mean, they I eat birds that don't fly very well. Turkey and chicken. They don't fly very well. They can fly, but not very well. Geese, man, they can actually like traverse the whole country and stuff. They're just as dumb, but I don't know. I feel like you don't want to if Tommy can fly and dive bomb you, you don't want to kill his uncle and eat it. Just throwing that out there. Thank God I needed something to listen to while trying to get my Kerbals to land on another planet. Good luck with that. Keep Jebediah safe. I hope he's in better hands with you than he was with me. Speaking of that, for anybody who was looking for the game stream last night, I am so sorry. After Lords of the Night, I was so tired, you guys. I went in bed and laid down and could not sleep. I ended up getting about 5 hours of sleep. I made it to Slumberland sometime after 1 and then woke up at 6 going, the fuck? How did this happen? Canadian geese are evil. That's why they're named after Canada. That's why they're named after Canada. The only real experience I've had with them was on a golf course. I see them all the time, but they're mostly overhead and just being obnoxious. But there's a golf course around here that they just destroy. Goose, they leave big piles in their wake. I don't want to get too gross. It's morning and it's Christmas Eve, but you understand what I mean. And they just destroy this fucking golf course every year. They got to like go in and vacuum it clean. There's always a hunting season. Well, I mean, most of the time we see them, they're just, like I said, flying overhead. It was just a week ago when my wife heard the final, what we think is the final Canadian goose of the season flying south. And she's like, why are they still up here? Like, well, a month ago they went north again because they're Canadian geese and apparently retarded Canadian geese. Good morning, my friend Alex. How are you?
You called me Alex. It's nice to see you, Frank. How are you, darling? Merry Christmas Eve to you and yours.
I'm actually not too bad. I'm a little irritated that I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I woke up feeling well. So, I'll take the win.
Good. I'm glad. It's good to see you, dude. It's good to see you. I am very high yellow right now.
Jaundice?
I'm not that.
Is he breaking up or is that me? I can't tell.
No, I'm not breaking up.
Bears.
Hello? No. Hello. I'm still bright. I'm still high yellow.
James Colley, thank you so much. All hail Lord Bear and his prophet, irate Alex.
All hail Lord Bear. You know what's funny is I'm not the one who came up with that, the all hail Lord Bear thing. That was them.
Oh.
Yeah, the animals in the chat, they're the one who decided it.
He's turning into cryptic before our eyes. Wow. Yeah,
I'm very yellow. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can sort out my door. Maybe it's the natural light coming in. I don't know.
It probably is. I feel like you're too worried about looking yellow.
Well, I don't wish to look like the sun. No, I'm still bright as shit. For fuck's sake.
This is the trials and tribulations of a YouTuber, you guys.
Oh, mate, you should
oh
see
my
me
God,
try
I
to
look.
You should see me try to set up to record a video with this piece of shit camera of mine. It's supposed to be a Logitech Brio. It's supposed to be 4K. It's not, though, is it? It's dog shit.
I think it looks good.
I don't. I really don't. When I'm recording, I get these really irritating flashes, and I just can't get rid of them. Don't know what it is. And look at that. If you look close at my screen, you can see a fuzz. Now, normally, that kind of thing is caused by unnatural light, right? But that shit should still not be an issue.
Real quick, James Colley, thank you so much, who says English turn yellow when they go to bed, or when they go bad. Sorry. Man, I can't read after I go to bed. Ex Bubba Hotep, thank you, Alex. You are half the bear you used to be. Seriously, you look so thin, comparatively speaking.
I'm not
Yeah, he's
half the
awesome
bear
weight.
I used to be. Dun, dun.
Maybe Alex is the chosen one. It is Christmas after all. Ooh. It's Jesus Bear. Oh, we're not going to start that. He's got a little baby Jesus growing inside of him, you guys.
I think
Hi,
I just
Vanilla
dropped
Bear.
one off in the toilet as well, I think. We don't do the eggnog thing in the UK. And I also just don't drink alcohol full stop. I actually bought a can of lager last night, but I realized I can't actually drink on my medication. So I have to wait for my medication to get out of my system first. So I'll probably have one late tonight.
As I had to explain to the German last night, you can have eggnog without alcohol in it.
I don't even know what eggnog even is, mate.
It's Christmas cum.
That's the best tasting cum.
It is really good. It's like a thick milk with just nutmeg flavor, which, if you don't know nutmeg flavor, it's hard to explain. But there's cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh yeah, it's very nutmeggy. I like it. I've never had it alcoholic, and I don't think I ever will because I feel like it would ruin the taste for me.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a big fan of those types of drinks. I mean, I've had Baileys before. I can have it in small doses. But it's like the idea of like having an Irish coffee or putting booze in your tea. It just doesn't go with those things, you know.
Well, and this is more of its own drink, so I understand what you're saying there. And eggnog, it's weird over here. Eggnog is a very yes or no thing. There's very few people who are like, I can tolerate it. It's like either I love eggnog or oh, that is nasty shit.
I'll try it.
So
I wouldn't say no.
It's really good with cookies. Which explains a lot about football. I just read Fireball on the screen and my brain went, football! No, I'm not talking football. I'm a Chargers fan, goddammit. And I cried about that yesterday.
What's going on, Monkey? What's happening? What are you streaming about today?
I'm streaming about it being Christmas Eve, basically. And
yes. I wish you a happy holidays too, Cheryl.
Yes, indeed.
It's a very British name, that isn't it, Cheryl?
Is it?
I've never heard an American say it ever.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Yeah.
Oh, I know lots of Cheryls. Throughout my life, I've known lots. I can't say like I know 20 of them right now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Just don't try it in latte, Alex. Well, I'm not a coffee fan.
Corey, thank you so much. Who says Fireball whiskey and apple cider is delicious? Fireball's the cinnamon one, right? Where they're like, it doesn't quite burn enough when we drink it. Put a shit ton of cinnamon in there.
You ever had a Goldschlager?
No.
It's a cinnamon alcohol drink. It's not very strong. It's a spirit. I think it's around. It's like those soft kind of rum drinks that you get that are around 20%, 25%. I think it's been ages since I've had one. They've got like little gold, kind of like tiny gold leaves inside them.
Oh, I know what it is. Okay, yeah, never had it though.
It's tasty. It's not bad. But you drink it straight. It doesn't kick you in the face like a whiskey would, or a much stronger kind of rum would.
Yeah, I usually if I'm gonna have alcohol, I want to be able to taste it. I want it to be something that does kick me, so I know what I'm having. The only exception to that is apple pucker, which I don't know if you guys have that over there. It tastes like apple flavored candy.
Oh, okay. We have drinks like that. I think that they're called sours, which I can drink straight. It's just that again, this in the name, the sour, and I'm just like,
No, this is like this is like drinking a Jolly Rancher, and it's awesome. But those are one of the things that I can end up like getting disgustingly sick of because it just doesn't have that alcohol kick to warn you, hey, this isn't something you're supposed to be putting in your body. Go careful.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've had any booze. A very long. I think my birthday, and I didn't even get drunk. I think I just had like one or two, and that was it.
History always repeats, says I just got censored. Ha ha ha. That's for the record. It's not me. If you got censored on this channel, it is all the wonderful world of YouTube. My censor list is empty, and there's nobody that's permanently blocked on my channel.
The only thing that's in my censor list is my docs.
I've thought about doing that, but I'm too lazy, man. I always hear you say it, and I'm like, that's a really good idea. And then the next time I hear you say it, I'm like, yeah, that's a really good idea. And I just, shit enters my mind and then leaves it.
Yeah. Beginning to think that you might have ADD, mate, to be honest.
Been a love time for me. Like 14 hours ago. Oh, long time. I get you. You're saying he hasn't drank in 14 hours. I got you.
Well, for me, it's been since March.
Hey, Monkey, I'm going to do a 500 sub stream. Would you like to come on? When are you doing it? I'd be happy to. Like right now?
Yeah, he'd have to do it immediately after Monkey in the morning, because otherwise you'll forget.
Well, I was going to do a game stream sometime today, but also my son is up.
Yeah.
So I'll be spending time with him today as well. So I'm not going to be, much like yesterday, I won't be on the internet very much today. Me and him got into a nice political fight yesterday, Bear.
Oh no. Wait a minute. I forget how many kids you have. You have a daughter and you have two sons, don't you?
Yes.
They're around my age.
And what's that?
I should be older than your kids.
My children are let's see. This is so 27, 24, and 22.
Yeah, I'm older than all of them. Yeah, that does make sense. I forget which one you told me about ages and ages ago. The one that is politically opposed to you.
Well, he's the one at home.
He's
the youngest one.
Now. Yeah.
He's at college right now, and in fairness, he's actually quite conservative. There's just certain things that he's not conservative on, and one of those is Donald Trump. He fucking hates Donald Trump.
He's a never Trump a conservative, then.
Yeah, but he's not a Republican, so never Trumper tends to be that kind of person. As somebody who's a Republican, I'll never vote for Trump. I don't know if he would have voted for many of the Republican candidates. He just really, really hates Trump. Cigar chomping penguin, thank you so much. Just got out of my last shift of the Christmas season at Amazon. Merry Christmas from all of us here at the Great American Sweatshop. Time to open a bottle of St. Bernardus I bought for the occasion. Well, enjoy your time off. And
oh wow,
you worked there. You made a lot of people happy, whether you know it or not.
Ex-Bubba Hotep, who is an absolute legend and extremely generous as always, as he has been very much so throughout the year. Thank you so much, sir. You didn't have to, mate. It's Christmas. Put yourself first, please. But thank you so much for the $50 donation, sir. That's very, very, very nice of you. Especially even more so on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to you too, ex-Bubba Hotep. I don't think I got you yet. Well, it wouldn't have mattered, mate. I'm more than happy for people to just look after themselves. But thank you so much. Thank you. It's very generous of you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you've been enjoying trans. Sorry, mate. Go on. I'm just waffling.
I'm sorry. I'm reading something in chat there. It said masculine presenting transgender primates are being restricted by YouTube. Are you trying to say ranting monkey and they won't let you? Yeah. That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
You can capitalize it, though.
Not everybody.
Speaking of transgender monkeys, did you ever do the non-binary monkey thing again?
No, I still haven't. Next year, at least for Thanksgiving, I may, if I remember in time, redo the Thanksgiving one. Go all Star Wars on it and make it bring it into the modern age. What's your favorite part of the holiday, Ranting Monkey? When I was younger, it was having time off. Now it's just having my children around. I'm all old and shit. It's like I just want my kids to visit. Those damn
Well,
kids won't visit me anymore.
well, they've moved on though, haven't they? So
Hey, they're growing up and got lives of their own, man. And I remember being there, so I'm not like you ever see these parents and stuff who whine because my kid never calls me. Like your kid's busy out living their life. Shut up.
yeah,
Call them, you whiny bastard.
That's what I have the similar relationship with my mum. She's just, you know, she has her own life. I have my own life. She knows that. I know that. You know, we call each other when we feel the need to.
Yep. That's how it was with me and my dad. I mean, we'd see each other from time to time. He lived in the big city with the stores, so we went there from time to time, and we'd stop by and see him. And he'd stop by if he was up this way. So we saw it, but it wasn't like we have to get together every Sunday and I have to call you every day. Like, I got things I'm doing.
Yeah. I feel that. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas women I sent you on Twitter. I always appreciate the ladies that are sent to me on Twitter. I especially, and Monkey, this has really been a more recent thing in the last couple of months. The Asian ladies, I've been really enjoying those.
Yeah, the Ass Crack team, they're mostly of the Asian persuasion pictures.
Yeah, I enjoy them. I don't get mad at them.
I don't either. It just got to a point like, hey guys, what about my likes? What about what I like? Damn it, because Jack famously loves his Asian women, and I don't. Damn it, my son's cat is outside my door. He brought his cat up, and he's a sweetheart. He's a nice cat and everything, but
yeah,
everybody else in the house is asleep, and he's heard my voice, so he's out there whining now.
He wants attention. Unholy Reaper, who's a great lad. Irate Alex Monk, and the rest of you degenerates have a Merry Christmas Eve. And I'm off to the gun range. I mean, I want to go to the gun range. Can I come with? I've not had my hands on a weapon in a long time. And Merry Christmas to you too.
He'd have to wait a long time for you to get there.
I mean, if I start now, I might get there by tomorrow night.
He'll be there by next Christmas, you guys.
And if I'm swimming there, yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
it'll take me a while. I'll have to stop off in the Ascension Islands to kind of have a bit of a rest. But if I steal someone's boat, like, I can do it.
Oh my goodness! Over on the Streamlabs, thank you so much, James Colley, who says, "Is it still okay to say tranny fluid, or do we have to call it conversion gender cum?" Asking for a friend. That's a technical question I'm not qualified to answer.
Who do we speak to about
that? The tranny council.
And
I don't fucking know, man.
Are the tranny council in America?
Of Twitter, actually.
Well, I feel like they'd have their own island, like a megalomaniac, you know, from like a Bond villain.
Yeah, probably they should.
Yeah. Whenever you are, I'd love to go to Georgia. I'd love to come back to America in general, because I feel like Miami and Manhattan is not an accurate representation of America.
See, people say that it is, but it's not. You know what I mean? Because that isn't a very, very American thing. These bright cities and big sprawling cities, but it also isn't. It doesn't give you a representation of Middle America, but Middle America won't give you a good representation of Southern America. Southern America won't give you a good representation of living on a coast that's not in a giant city. You know what I mean? We have so many different.
I'd like to go somewhere warm, Monkey, in America, and where people are just generally friendly, and and are generally just are up for a chat, and don't call me a Mexican every time I try and speak to them. That would be ideal.
Well, see, there you run into a problem, especially these days. Because what you described is you want to go down south. But if you go down south and you have Mexican tones, you don't really look Mexican. So I don't know why they would say, I mean, I guess you kind of look a little.
Well,
Mexican.
I had that when I came to America. Well, actually, no. At first, that wasn't the case. At first, it was why are there four white guys walking around with a Cuban, which I didn't
Well,
understand
yeah.
the question of why couldn't you have the interracial posse? I don't know why that would be a problem. And then when I went to Manhattan, I got ripped into by the stand-up comedian we went to go see, and he was like, "Are you from Mexico? Do I sound like a Mexican, sir? Are you Ecuadorian?" Okay.
You should have, in your poshest accent, just said, "Yes, I'm Mexican."
Yes, sir. I think you'll find that I'm of Mexican heritage, don't you know?
Now, we do have a thing here where we only have like 3 places we think people come from. You're either from America, uh, Mexico, or Africa.
Mm.
Those are the only other places we know of, man.
Well,
even
to be fair,
Asian.
Africa's massive. Like, you can't
Indeed.
miss it.
James said, "Thank you so much, James. Until you made the Mexican stipulation, Texas would be perfect." Yeah, he fucked up everything when he says where I don't want people to think I'm Mexican, because everybody's going to think you're Mexican.
I feel like Texas is a big fucking place. You can fit the UK inside it around 100 times. I think it's that big. In fact, I think it may be more. I can't remember what the CIA fact book said about it, but yeah.
The problem is, you kind of do look Mexican, my friend. You don't, but you do. Your coloring and your hair, especially. You kind of look Mexican. Expo Hotep, thank you. For context, imagine an American going to France and saying, "I experienced Europe." Yeah, that's fair. That's a good way to look at it.
I wouldn't go to France.
But you get his point.
I understand his point, but I would avoid going to France.
It'd be like going to London and saying you experienced Europe. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
Officer Buck, thank you. Merry Christmas from Cowboy Buck and Al Capone. Thank you so very much, and Merry Christmas to you as well. I don't know if I said this to chat. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas, indeed, to all of you.
This didn't used to be a holiday I really enjoyed for a few years of my life, and then once I finally started doing it, man, I love Christmas. I just fucking love it. The time of peace and joy.
Sorry.
And finally, for the last month, I haven't heard anybody bitch about it being too early anymore, to be happy that other people exist and that we have life and hope. And so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And then
the only bad thing really about Christmas is after Christmas. You know what I mean? Like that there's a period of about 4 weeks. This is a big danger zone for a lot of people. I feel like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, for me, the bad part of it with after Christmas is it's like they get increasingly happier, it seems. Okay, not everybody, of course, but for the most part, people get happier and they're like, "Oh, it's Christmas time," and they're nicer to people. And then on the 26th, they turn back into the bastards they really are.
Yeah.
It's like, Merry Christmas, everybody. And then they wake up on the 26th. Fuck all of you.
Fuck y'all.
Officer Buck, thank you so much. Mate. Sadly, Harry Trotter didn't survive a shootout. Uh-oh. Poor Harry.
Yeah, I think you fill your house with the Christmas decorations and it's all bright and it makes your living room and the rest of your house look really nice, and then you take them down and then your house is naked. And it's like oh, and then it's just January, which is a long fucking month. It's just dark and not horrible and it's cold and shit.
That's the other part, because I didn't spend my young years. We were places where it was cold, but it didn't snow a lot and stuff. So here after Christmas, you got about 3 months of just snow and shit everywhere. And that's not fun. I don't mind it being cold, because cold I can deal with. You just put on a jacket and you're okay. But when you're having to trudge through this shit and you're slipping all over, and snow is pretty until humans touch it.
Yeah, and then we fall over and get hurt.
Uh-oh. I think Jack is not letting my wife sleep. She got up really early and she told me she was gonna try to nap on the couch, but I hear her moving around, so I think the cat was bugging her.
Oh no.
I told her to sleep in the bed. Um, yeah, he's just funny. He's I'm a cat person, and that was
I like
oh,
cats.
this cat doesn't like anybody, and cats always like me. I don't know what it is. I have cat in my blood or something. I got pussy in my blood. Go ahead, make the joke. You go.
I like
I've got
cats,
to.
but I like dogs too. I like big dogs. I can't have one, because just the money that kind of goes into them is a great deal. But I don't think I'll have the time. Whereas cats are obviously very self-sufficient animals. I'd love a
Yes.
Maine Coon. There is a breed that is
Oh.
very similar to Maine Coon that I was shown a couple of weeks ago that are very much like them. That are very more like dog than they are cat, but are still very independent. I can't remember the name of the breed.
I like cats because of their independence. I don't want one that's too independent. We've had those before. They're like, "Why do you even live in my house?" kind of thing. They hate you and they make no bones about telling you they hate you. That's a little too cat for me.
Yeah.
But man, I was trying to find. I have a picture of my last cat somewhere. He was a beautiful Maine Coon, black or gray and white. And he was a sweetheart, man. I was thinking about him earlier because of this cat. And that cat, he loved everybody, but he did not like Lady Monkey getting near me.
Well, from what I've read about the Maine Coon breed, is that the males are basically all ADHD, whereas the females tend to be a little bit more reserved in their behavior. And the males tend to be a little bit more loving. And Mind Rape says I believe Mind Rape's has a Maine Coon cat. Can you send me a picture if you have Twitter? I'd love a picture. In fact, just tweet me your pet pics. I like seeing pet pics.
Yeah, tag me in those.
Yeah.
No, Lady Monkey used to say he's trying to kill me. I'm like, no, he's not. She's like, he is. When you're not here, he'll walk right in front of my foot when he's like hasn't been there, and he'll do. And I saw him do it once, and I don't know that he was trying to kill her. I think he was more like, "Bitch, stay away from my human." But we would tell people this and like, nah. So what we do is we'd stand in the kitchen, and the cat he'd be laying over there, even sleeping. And as soon as I hugged her, he was between us, pushing us apart. And he would lean into her. Every time. He never leaned into me, like pushing her, like, bitch, get back. That is my human.
I like that. That's cute.
He wasn't like that with the kids. He had no problem with them cuddling up with me and stuff.
Yeah.
But bitch, get away from my human. Yeah, I love that cat. He was such a sweetheart.
I like that. Oh yeah, I used to have all three of my cats. The eldest, Sunny, I assume she ran away. She didn't become an outdoor cat until she was a fully grown adult. I don't know whether somebody kidnapped her. We suspect it's one of our neighbors from across the road who stole her because she's known for that shit. Although I haven't seen her with my cat. You see her come out of her house shouting at her cats to get back in the house, and the cats give her mouth back, which is really surreal to watch. She's like, get back in the fucking house, and the cat's going meow, fucking move, meow. And with all three of them, I used to have Sunny who'd sit behind me on the couch, sat on the top bit. And then I'd have Lily to the left of me, and I'd have Tabby to the right of me. But we don't let the cats in the living room anymore because that's the dog's domain now. Yeah. They don't like. Well, it's not that they don't like each other. The dog is very friendly, is very curious, and has tried to make friends with the cats. But every time they do, they just slap him.
Our dog was like that. He really was interested in the cats, and we had a cat named Peanut, and he was just trying to play with her, and he actually picked her up in his mouth and threw her across the room. You ever see a killer whale throw a baby seal?
Not
if
in
you've
real
never
life, no.
check out one of those videos. It's funny as shit. They're on YouTube. But that's what he did with this cat. And this cat was like, oh, hell no. And so the cat goes and hides under a chair. And his big floppy ass runs over there and sticks his nose under there. And she fucked him up. She just slapped the shit out of him with her claws out.
Oof.
He never fucked with that cat again.
Yeah.
But then we got my cat. We got Patches. And Patches loved everybody, including that dog, to the point where he annoyed that dog. He would go cuddle up with the dog, like right in his face, and you could see it on his face. He's like, "Oh fuck!" He'd get up and move and go lay down somewhere else, and the cat would follow him. And
because he doesn't want to be mean. Because
he was a good dog. He really was. Like I said, he wasn't trying to hurt that cat that first time. He was just playful.
Yeah. She
was like, "I don't want to play right now."
Viper's probably tweeted her pictures of her cat. She has nice cats. Her cat. Yes.
We got kitty and doggy pictures from Sarah Plyer.
Yes, we have.
That's a pretty dog. I like that cat. That cat looks annoyed right there.
Yeah, that cat looks like it's about to fucking go, right, that's enough now.
It's like, get that out of my face. You notice there's 4 pictures of the dog and only one of the cat. The cat's like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
I love you, but I will smack you.
My next door neighbors, I'm gonna have to ask to borrow their dog. Well, they have 2, but the bigger one is a Rottweiler. He's gorgeous. I think he's about 1.5 years old now. When he was, he's 6 months old when I first laid eyes on him. The fucking thing's bigger than me.
Yeah, those are big fucking dogs.
He wanted to meet my eldest cat, the one that ran away, and she had a bit of a sniff. But then she clouted him one, and then he ran away. It's like, yeah. But yeah, it's a lovely dog. It's just like play. Yeah, I'd love a Rottie, but again, it's a big dog. Those vet bills, and plus they're very. I know that they can be good with kids, but they are territorial, so we'd have a bit of an issue with our current animals, I guess. So.
Well, if you bring them in young, it's usually not an issue. Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really miss our dog because of how great he was with the kids. Look, if you weren't supposed to be in my house, you did not come without one of us holding him back. He was very loyal to us and the children. And if one of the kids got hurt, he was right there checking on them. And he was a great fucking dog. And I loved him for that. But he was also dumb as shit. He was so dumb, and I'd called him bitch so much he actually answered to bitch. Wow. Specifically dumb bitch. But he was dumb. He was he would run off, and I'm fairly certain I told that story. I'm pretty sure he's gone because he ran off one time during hunting season. And he was a big golden colored dog with a white undertail. During deer season, he ran off. And we tried everything to keep him from running off. He was strong as fuck, man. He would break every chain. This dog broke a muzzle one time when I took him to the vet.
Oh, wow.
I had to take him to the vet, and I'm like, you guys, I don't have a muzzle. Well, we have one. We put it on him. The doctor walks into the room, and he fucking busted it. I was like, oh, fuck. And she's like, okay, we'll get a stronger one. He did not like strangers. I'm going to
bring my dog in here.
He was not a stranger kind of person. And he very protective of Lady Monkey, which
you want that, though, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Woman, can I have the dog?
Woman.
I just want to show the dog on stream.
I'm going to start referring to Lady Monkey that way. See, because I love Barry. Like, woman. If I said that to Lady Monkey, I think she'd be like, dick.
And she replies with man.
Nice.
Oh, there you are. I didn't realize you're upstairs.
Ow. Fuck.
Yeah, I want the mutt. I see my camera's gone out of focus again.
Well, there's nothing to focus on. That's why.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. To do that.
Come here. Right.
What is that you have really close to the camera? It's trying to.
Right.
Let's see the puppers. Hold
on a minute. My ass. Right.
Almias.
Let me
That
just
should be a British show. Almias.
right. Is it focused? Right.
It's focused. Yeah, you're good.
Gilbert. He's so
His name
dumb.
is Gilbert.
Yeah, his real name's Gilbert. He answers to Goebbels. Right. Can you just, right. Can you just? Right,
oh, look at him.
Right. Come here. Let me grab you by the freaking paws, right? Because otherwise he'll scratch my face. Right. Say it. No, don't lick me.
He's adorable.
Right. Can you just look at the camera? Look at the camera.
Like, I don't want to look at the camera. I want to lick your cute face. Aw. He's adorable. He's a tiny dog.
He's not that small.
No,
he's like a big sausage.
Yeah, I didn't call him cat size because he's about the size where I'll start acknowledging that they're actually dogs.
Yeah. You're stupid, aren't you?
Well, they're dogs. Dogs are dumb. They're dumb and loyal, and that's what makes them beautiful. They have dumb loyalty. Dogs are like girlfriends you can't get rid of.
You're gonna get your balls off my knee, right? And just
like, you put my balls on your knee. I didn't get up here.
Right.
And man, he's got a set on him too. They just flashed on the screen there.
Yeah, he needs to be neutered.
Let him get a piece first, man.
Excuse me.
Hey. Oh.
Right.
Oh, did you just get stepped on?
He missed just about, but I'm covered in.
My daughter's cat had a way of always launching himself off your lap by using your nuts as a launch pad.
Yeah, I feel you.
He was a solid cat. That cat weighed like 25 pounds. And,
he's left a fucking wet patch on me. It's not piss, but
he was just excited.
He's not weed on me. Otherwise, I'd have a much bigger patch. But
you're all right. It'll dry. You can wash. You got him excited, man. That's your fault.
He's a little arsehole, is what he is. He's got that dog smell too. Like I really showered him yesterday.
Cryptic says he looks delicious, snack size. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, he's fun size, is what he is. That's where you can share a piece with a friend.
Well, I mean, it's not really Yorkshire Terrier fun size, but
I hate those little things.
Yeah,
those are little rats, man.
My friend used to put a sock on his dog's head, and then watch it kind of run around. Which is funny and everything, but it's a little bit mean, even to a Yorkshire Terrier.
But it's a terrier, so technically it's a rat. It's not abuse.
Well, yes, it's far more cat than what it is dog.
I always upset people when I talk about terriers. I don't like terriers, Yorkies especially, because they're yappy little nasty dogs. And my buddy's wife used to raise them, and it's like, I'm not coming over. You have 40 fucking Yorkies there.
that's a fucking nightmare to me.
Yeah, me too, man.
Oh God.
I can't take really loud noises. So if there's a dog, I want it to have a bark, woof. I don't want to hear yip, 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 yip.
I couldn't have that many animals. Just you end up stepping on them.
Well, my family, when we lived in Virginia at one time, was kind of known as a cat sanctuary. Oh, real quick, James Colley, thank you so much. Almy Ass shows a show about the British Navy. There you go. Almy Ass, because you said yeah.
If you want something funny about the Royal Navy, go onto YouTube and search up Brass Eye Navy. Enjoy. Brass Eye was probably one of the most brutal comedy skit shows that we've ever created in this country.
And that's saying a lot, because you guys don't pull punches when it comes to your comedy most of the time.
Yeah, and Brass Eye was just that peak. I think it was the peak of our edge that we made.
It kind of bothers me too, because you guys have a lot more edgy humor allowed on your television stuff than we ever have, and we have the First Amendment, and you don't.
Well, we don't have as much as we used to.
Sure.
And stand-up comedy used to be pretty brutal too. And it's not as, I mean, it used to be, and it wasn't even that long ago that it was like that.
What's the name of that channel, guys, that I'm always talking about and never remember the name of? There's a place over there in England where they have a comedy club. It's uncensored. And they have a YouTube channel where they put up these comedians, and some of the stuff there is funny as hell and entirely politically incorrect. Oh, we got tagged with Necrosol's pup. Oh, look at him.
It's
Look at him.
refresh.
Oh,
Doggy.
Chappie also sent, oh, that's a pretty dog, Chappie. Oh, look at that.
He's a lovely doggy. Yeah, I've seen Chappies. That's a well-groomed dog as well. That's a very clean dog.
Very, very pretty. I just love these animals. Like the dogs are all like, yeah, take my picture. The cat's like, what are you doing? You're putting me on the internet, aren't you? Dankula was just on where? It was Dankula on Comedy Unleashed?
He released his special. I'm just gonna quickly check because I know that I'm subscribed to him.
The site, yeah. What Greg Miller just pointed out was or mentioned is Comedy Unleashed. If you haven't watched it, Bear, check it out. It's from your country, man. There's this Scott who goes up there, and it's great because I actually have to slow him down so I can understand what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
because he's just so Scottish. He's almost Dankula Scottish, but he is. Oh my god, this stuff. He is funny as fuck, man. He does a whole point or a whole bit about political incorrectness, and it's wonderful.
Well, I'd like to see that in the current year. I'm sick of a lot of this shit being sanitized. Yeah, it made me laugh years ago, and this is again when British comedy was at its a peak edge, I guess. Comedy Central, but it goes up on TV, right? So that they're not allowed to swear that much in their stand-up. They can pretty much go up and say what they like, but they need to cut back on the swearing because it goes on the TV. And I remember John Bishop, his name is. He's a comedian from Liverpool. He's a Scouser. He's actually was quite successful back then too. He comes out. He said he banged his head on the big thing as it lifts up, and then he walked out saying, basically he went, ladies and gentlemen, basically, like, I come out here, I speak to the lady behind the big door before I bang my head on it, and they said, right, you get 2 shits and a fuck. It's like, and I've just limited myself down to the one last, shit, and then that was it. But I quite liked him as a comedian.
Here's the guy I was talking about, the Scott over there on Comedy Unleashed. For the record, if you watch Comedy Unleashed, it is both conservative and liberal comedy up there, so you run into some SJW stuff as well. But their motto, Bear, is that these guys only censor themselves. The comedians are only censored by themselves. So a lot of them, they get up there and they're like, way back in the 90s, Dennis Miller had a show on HBO, and it was funny because almost every guest who came out, the first thing they would say is fuck, because they were usually people who'd been on television stars, and they were never allowed to say fuck when they were on TV. So they'd get to Dennis's show, and that was the joke, I can finally say fuck. Well, that's kind of how this is. These guys are like, I can finally say whatever I want to fucking say. And it's great. It's great. So if you like comedy and you don't mind blue comedy, I highly recommend the channel itself and that video in particular. It's great stuff. It really is. And I, being the fan of comedy that I am, I'm just happy to see, even with the liberals over there, ones I don't agree with, I'm just happy to see people able to say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Would it surprise you, Monkey, to learn that when I was a kid, one of my favorite things that would come up on the Paramount Comedy channel would be the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
That's great, because I used to fucking that was great comedy there.
Yeah.
Even there's a lot of people who don't like Larry the Cable Guy. He's just a stereotype saying stupid shit. Yeah, it's stupid, but it's silly fun.
Yeah.
It was always funny.
Yeah, I liked it when all four were on stage and were just kind of ripping into each other,
The stories they told at the end, I would actually love to watch that. Just a show of comedians who are just sitting back and talking about their lives. And there's a few of them that come up now and then. But just, telling stories from the road and stories from their lives that haven't been put into joke form yet, It's just them telling a story.
I knew about them as a kid, and I thoroughly enjoyed the stand-up. I mean, obviously, as a wee British burn who didn't know much about American culture and stuff, obviously some of the jokes would have gone way, way over my head. But
sure,
I still enjoyed what I could understand and laughed my ass off at it. I used to love the Comedy Channel. They have some great stuff back then. Back in the UK back then, when I was a kid, we didn't have what we have now. Like what we have now is much more comparable to what you guys in the States would have in terms of cable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We would have things like cable and wireless. It was called, and you had access to something like, I don't know, 70 odd channels, but a lot of them didn't actually have any content on them at all. Most of the stuff was like in the kind of like it was the box. It was MTV when MTV was a music channel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
By the way, you had VHS One and the Paramount Comedy Channel, and those were the channels I kind of frequented quite a lot. And that was my kind of childhood, was growing up watching the Paramount Comedy Channel. Watching Trading Places, Coming to America, and at late night you'd have the stand-up comedy shows like the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, for example. Oh yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't remember all of their names though. You had Larry the Cable Guy.
It's Larry, Ron White, Jeff.
Yeah,
Foxworthy,
Ron White. Yeah, he was the older one, wasn't he?
Ron White's the older one.
Yeah, I liked him the most just because of how just dry he was.
Real quick, I do want to point out Zip Tie and Sarah have sent us more puppy pictures. Those are.
Oh, I'll have a look in a second.
In that second one, Sarah, is that puppy hurt? Or is that just his coloring? That looks like he's gotten himself into some trouble.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I'm a huge Ron White fan, which, I mean, when I first got onto YouTube, guys, Bear used to refer to me as the driest person he knew. He used to say that about me. He's the driest YouTuber out there. Because of my comedy stylings. I love Ron White because he's a very witty guy. I mean, some of his jokes, he'll take the quick low road, but his jokes take time and setup, and by the end, you're just like, he did not just no. But he tells some great jokes, and he's always been my favorite of them. But Jeff Foxworthy is great. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I was just about to kind of agree with you there. They're all great storytellers.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say Ron was my favorite for his stories, just because of how degenerate his stories were.
Yes. Yeah, he tells a great story on one of his comedy albums about. Actually, you can find it on Netflix if you have it. Several Ron White specials are up there, but one where he hung out with Dr. Phil. Apparently, him and Dr. Phil are really good friends.
That's actually amazing.
It's great. You should listen to it if you get a chance. I'm not going to even try to repeat any of it because I wouldn't do it justice. But yeah, he tells the best stories. Bill Engvall actually tells some great stories on his too. I wasn't a big fan of Bill on the show. I thought he was the weak link there, which isn't being mean. I just didn't find him as funny as the other guys. But his stand up when he's alone, when he goes does an hour-long special. I love all the guys. I think they're great. I can't take too much of Larry. I think Blue Collar is pretty much how Larry should be, like 15 minutes at best.
Yeah.
Because he has like hour-long specials, and by the end of it, you're just like, no, just move on. Get Ron White out on stage. It's his turn.
Yeah. He as far as whenever I hear his voice, I'm just like, Mater, from Cars.
Yep.
He wasn't really one I kind of laughed at very often. I mean, I enjoyed it because he painted himself as this stereotype, this dumb redneck, and he's like, why read the book when you can watch the movie? Just things like that. Like, it used to make me giggle, but I preferred Ron and Jeff over the rest of them.
Especially if you were watching with your a lot of the stuff that Larry says probably would go over your head too, because he's a dirty shit, man. He tells some dirty jokes.
I was very young at the time when I first kind of heard them. So yeah.
I found them one time. We were in a hotel. I don't remember why. We were staying somewhere, and we were in a hotel, and everybody else had gone to sleep, and I couldn't. And I was flipping through HBO, and that happened to be on, and I was hooked. I actually caught the end of it when they're sitting there talking, And so I looked to see when it was on again. It was coming up again on the West Coast channel in like an hour. So I just stayed up and watched the whole thing. And then I made everybody I know watch it. I did that with Circle too. Not Circle, with Dress to Kill from Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
Which is one of the best comedy specials ever made. Eddie fucking knocks it out, that whole thing. And there's parts of it where you kind of, I like Eddie because you have to actually have some knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Eddie will break some history out on your ass, and you're like, I don't get the reference. There's a great moment in that where he's talking about General Lafayette, and he says to the audience, "You know who he is, right?" He goes, "You have no idea." No, which, by the way, as Americans, you should be sad if you don't know who General Lafayette is. But he goes on to an Australian radio show, and this Aussie calls in, and he goes, he starts to go, "You're very right about the Americans not knowing their history," and starts giving American shit. And Eddie just fucking destroys him. He's like, "You're Australian. You don't fucking know yours either." And just fucking rips right into it. It's fucking beautiful. Eddie, I love Eddie. He's funny as shit. I didn't think Circle was that good. That was his follow-up. But Dress to Kill is I have no problems. That's one of the best specials ever made.
I'll have to look at that.
You've never seen Dress to Kill?
No.
Oh my God. Audience, have you seen Dress to Kill? Give me a 1 if you like it. Yeah, I made everybody I know watch Dress to Kill. Because it was just so fun. My children, they'll still watch it from time to time, and they all love it. He was so funny. He comes out, of course, dressed as a woman because he's a transvestite. He's open about that. I wonder if they would cancel him now for saying it, because you're not supposed to really use the word transvestite anymore.
I don't hear it used anymore.
Yeah, he guys, if you haven't seen Dress to Kill, you are missing out. Fuck, seriously, one of the funniest stand-ups ever done. And Eddie just knocks it out with that whole fucking thing. He does a great part about what it's like to be British, Bear.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I bet that's...
Well, he just kind of... He explains to the audience through humor, that America compared to you guys is just a whole different vibe, because America's the, we can do it. And you guys were like... We don't have the money to do anything.
So I'd rather not, to be honest. I haven't got the money.
Yeah, it was fucking great though. Eddie went full pussy hat. He might have, but that doesn't change the quality of that special, man. That was fucking awesome. Man, I love comedy, and I was actually kind of sad. Oh, we got pictures from Corey with puppies and kitties. What the hell is that? It looks like an otter riding on the back of your puppy.
So have I been tagged?
Oh, no, and Kingslayer. No, guys, tag Bear too. You were with Corey's, but Kingslayer tagged me with his puppy.
Show me.
Let's see. I'll tag you in that.
Show me the puppers. What is this fucking filth? I've just... P-Dog. He's I don't know if he's in the chat there, but last night he shared a stew that it looks like a stew that he's cooking.
He's making chili.
It looks like diarrhea.
No, that's chili, man. And he said he's going to put a few beans in there. For me, I would actually probably put quite a few in there. But yeah, that actually looks really nummy. But no, remember, everybody talks about how MTV used to play music.
That's a happy dog.
I was very sad when Comedy Central came out and they stopped playing as many stand-up shows as they did and started like trying to make their own content, because most of what they try to make isn't funny.
Yeah.
Like just put stand-up comedians on there. Comedy. Why not? Stand-up comedians and South Park. That's all they need.
I remember when MTV was music videos mostly throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the evening, you'd have some like specials, maybe. Where artists and stuff would be interviewed, and they talk about various tours the artists were doing, and then you'd have Beavis and Butthead.
Oh God, Beavis and
Butthead, which I love the movie. Beavis and Butthead Do America, Lesbian Seagull.
I haven't seen that since like right after it came out. I saw it a couple of times on video, and I didn't hate it, but I used to love Beavis and Butthead. My favorite part, I believe it was Primus was up there, or I think it was Primus, because they used to do the Mystery Science Theater thing over videos. And this one dude, he's singing, he goes, "That dude's dad must have kicked his ass." And it is always just stuck in my head. Yeah, I love Beavis. It was very juvenile humor, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Mind you, when it was out, I mean, I was a kid, so I loved the humor. I was very much a preteen at the time, so
yeah, I was a no. You couldn't have been a preteen when Beavis and Butthead was out.
Let me see. When did the movie come out?
I was a preteen when they came out.
Let me have a look.
Are you guys that far behind us?
Oh wow. Well, no, actually. It would have been airing, but it's from when I remember it from. So I don't know what season it would have been that I would have started watching it from. When did the fucking movie come out? Do America Roller Coaster of Love? 1996. Oh fucking hell!
That was 96.
I was 8 years old when that came out.
Okay, so I was older than I thought.
I can't remember when I watched it.
I was 21 when that came out. That doesn't seem right. All right.
I thought it came out later than that.
That's 20 years ago. What the fuck? How am I supposed to remember this shit?
Nuts and Sarah have both sent the doggos over as well. The doggy. Is that a pit?
Aw.
Is that a pit?
I
love pit bulls. They're gorgeous dogs.
See, I don't hate pit bulls, but I like a longer haired breed.
Well, the thing is with the longer hair, it just gets all over the furniture and shit.
Oh, Shroom has shared his kitty and puppies. Oh, look at look at that. Yeah. That is a beautiful cat. Oh God. He is. I'm assuming I always say he, but she that. The gray one is pretty. I'm not taking that away, but the black and white or the gray and white looks very much like my Spot, except for my Spot had longer hair because he was Maine Coon. Not Spot. Spot was my black and white one. Patches, the gray and white.
I have seen your message. You don't need to control, copy, and paste it over and over and over again, mate. And yes, Pitties are gorgeous dogs. My half sister-in-law has one, and it's fully trained. It gives blood every month. Actually, it's such a loving dog. It really is.
Alex, what breeds are those dogs we always hear on your streams?
They're
neighbors' dogs.
They're next door neighbors' dogs. I don't know what breed the older dog is. It's a smaller female. I think it's a mix of something. It kind of looks like somebody mixed a Labrador with a Greyhound, but it's got like golden fur. And the younger one is it's a Rottweiler.
Kato in chat says, Alex, would you like us to help copy and paste it for him?
Yeah, go on then. I just won't look at the chat. It's fine.
Do not blow up my chat.
Blow up the chat, people. And as I mentioned earlier, you guys should definitely go watch this. This is a clip from Brass Eye, and it's the Gay Navy skit that they did.
I'd like to thank our wonderful Nuts who's been putting the links to our Streamlabs in the chat. Don't forget, guys, we are brought to you by you. Like, share the stream, support the channels. Go make sure you're following Alex if you're not. And if you can, what do you guys use? Pence in the hat, if you could. Do you guys still have what's a pence? Do you guys have those still?
We still have pennies, yes.
Oh, is that what it is? A penny?
Yeah, 50. Like we have 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p, 50p, and then it's £1, £2, and then the coins stop. Then we actually for a limited period of time we had a £5 coin. Was you could kill someone.
Hard to carry.
You could kill someone with that fucking thing. It was fucking huge. Do you remember Pog, like Slammers and Pogs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the £5 coin was like a slammer, like a really big fucking slammer. You could kill a motherfucker with one of those.
I just love that you guys your currency is called pounds, but you guys are metric. So You guys don't use pounds, really, do you? You use kilograms and shit.
When you go to the doctors, we don't do things by kilograms either. Well, we do, when we don't. It depends. We do things by grams and kilograms depending on what it is you're doing.
You're so complicated.
Yeah, it depends what you're doing. If it involves food, then it's grams and kilograms. When you go to the doctors, you do it by stone. Or,
okay,
I've had it done by pounds as well before at the doctors. So,
really,
yeah,
huh?
Some doctors that I've had in the past have had a preference for it.
Europe uses the primitive system. Yeah, we use the correct system. The rest of the world is just wrong.
Oh, well, that's the thing. I have a bad habit of using all three because I have we have subscribers, fans from all over the place. So I every time I stand on my scales, see how much I weigh, I have to translate it.
Right.
You know, to kilograms and to bloody pounds.
Potato says all things science is in metric because it's the best system. No, it's not. Metric reinforces the idea that humans are too stupid to do anything other than in tens. And that bothers me. These dumb humans can't understand it if it's not in tens. Mm-mm. Which, I mean, there may be a point to that, but still. But people, isn't it easier to just convert kilograms and grams? Like, I mean, I suppose so. Just add some zeros or subtract zeros in the metric system. Yay. But it's really not
I just wish we were uniform about this shit because I'm sick of having to fucking translate everything. It's annoying to do, you know?
Yeah, and I get you. But by that same regard, you guys should just come to the American system because we're the leaders.
Well, I'd rather do it by pounds anyway. Pounds makes more sense to me.
Monkey meant to say 100. No, I meant to say tens. Because everything that you're just adding zeros, and 100 is just a version of 10. It's 10 tens. See?
That's it. When you weigh yourself, you should do it by stone. Because when you do it by stone, you really know how much of a fat bastard you are when you do it by stone. You know.
You see, here in America, we'd have to do it by boulders. We got some fat fucks in this country, man. I just read a story
far behind. You know, things that you guys do, we tend to follow eventually.
Good luck with the diabetes, then. Good luck with that, because that'll be coming.
Oh, I completely forgot to show you, Monkey. The NHS is racist, sir.
What they do now?
I'm going to show you this shit right now, right? I'm going to show you what the NHS does with BMI. You know what BMI is?
Oh, body mass index. Real quick before you do that, Expo Hotep, Viper, Red Hat, Meatloaf, and Zip Tie have all shared more animal pictures with us.
I've been liking them. I've been liking them as you've been talking. If I just share screen with you, Monkey, so I can show you what this bullshit is, right? Right.
Oh, let me. Sorry, I'm on another screen. Real quick. Here we go. Are you ready for it to be shared?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, so this is the BMI calculator produced by the NHS, the National Health Service, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put in my height, right? And at the moment, I should be 12 stone, and I don't know how many pounds it is exactly, so I'll just put in fucking 5 at the minute, right? Just say I'm 31, I'm male, ethnic group, right? It doesn't have my ethnic group; it just has mixed. Mixed what? Mixed what, motherfucker?
It don't matter. All you mixies are the same.
Exactly, yeah. And I say that I'd probably moderately active a week.
He's a mixer. Right?
Yeah. Due to my job, right? So if I calculate this shit, so we've seen the first bit of racism from the NHS. And look at this, right? I'm finally in the green for the first time in years. But you're the healthy weight range, but your ethnicity increases your risk of health problems like type 2 diabetes.
Well,
you're racist motherfuckers.
Go back for a minute if you would.
What, to do the test again?
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, James Colley, thank you. Do not say boulders. It will invoke mundane Matt. Mm-hmm. Height 6 foot.
Just 6, just
6 even.
Okay.
Weight 210, 210 pounds. I don't know what that is in stone. Just do.
I only have the option for kilograms or stone.
Can't you get rid of the stone and just put 210 pounds?
No, it only gives me.
Ah, damn it.
210 pounds?
Yeah.
No, it won't let me go. It won't
All
let me
right,
go
let me
beyond
see.
it.
How many stones is in a pound?
What is it? 14 pounds? Is it or 13 pounds?
Yeah, I got a calculator. 15 stone even.
15 stone even, right? So we'll go there. And you are
4.
44. Male, and you're white.
I'm white.
White. And how active would you say you are?
Inactive as fuck.
Roger that. Calculate.
I'm gonna die.
That's not too bad, actually.
Well, excess weight can put you at increased risk of health issues such as type 2 diabetes. Don't worry, I already got that. Heart disease and stroke. Yeah.
Well, you smoke as well. So
I smoke as well. Yeah, they didn't even ask about that. Aim to lose 11. Oh, cool. If I lose 11 pounds, guys, I'm okay.
Oh, you haven't even got to lose a full stone.
Nah. I got just a little rock. Real quick, formerly Rodline. Thank you. Merry Christmas to the least professional monkey on the internet. Put this towards your USS Flag Fund. Who is hotter, Scarlet or Lady Jane? Scarlet, man. She was a redhead. Redhead with them big old titties. That's a G.I. Joe question for those of you who don't understand. Do you know what the USS Flag is, Alex?
The USS Flag?
Yes. Well, it was the SS Flag. No, it was USS Flag. It was a toy when I was a child. It is a 7-foot-long aircraft carrier.
Awesome.
That actually had room for I think you could fit 3 of the Sky Striker, which was the G.I. Joe.
That's a big fucking toy.
It is. The Sky Striker was an F-14. Let's see. There's some great pictures of it. We were talking about it the other night online. See if I can find one.
90 kilos is 198 pounds. To the person in the chat who was asking, how do I feel about hentai? It's art. It's art. It's art that you can fap to. Yeah, I don't like BMI either. I mean, get this right. So a couple of years ago, when my eldest was in middle school, now you know what he looks like, don't you, Monkey? He's always been skin and bone. Like you've always been able to see his ribs. He's always been a skinny fucking mini, right? Even now he's a skinny ass, right? And they told us he was overweight. When I think he was 8 years old at the time, actually. They told us he was overweight because the BMI chart said he was. He's fucking overweight. You can see his ribs.
Well, that's the BMI chart. One of the problems with it is that it doesn't take into effect body type. Like my body type, even being overweight. I mean, I'm built like a monkey, dude. I have short legs and a very long body, and your body, except for your upper leg, I mean, your torso is the heaviest part of your whole fucking body. You can add a pound there, and it's not the same as if it's spread evenly. So it does. I mean,
it is stupid. Like you know you're a fat ass. Just look in the fucking mirror, right?
All right, here's the flag, dude.
Oh wow, that's a big toy, isn't it? Jeez.
Isn't it? Yeah. Look, I mean, and you can see some furniture and stuff in the background to give you a little comparison of what that is. Yeah. This right here, you can't see it real good. That's the Sky Striker. It's an F-14.
That's bigger than your average coffee table.
7 feet long, man. 7 feet long, and
it's literally bigger than I am.
Yeah, it's bigger than me. I never got one as a kid, and I was very sad about it. Now they go for like $700 on eBay. Like, fuck.
Richo in the chat there, who says it's not even a joke. He says if you jack it to hentai, then you were probably molested as a kid. I wasn't molested as a kid, not that I can remember anyway. But yeah,
I'm just sure you never were in a pool with Joe Biden.
Well, Joe Biden visited the UK in the last 30 odd years. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I'm just making sure.
I don't know if Prince Andrew invited him over.
Mind Rape says that is badass as fuck. It is, man. The flag was awesome, and everybody wanted one. I only got to see one in person once at a toy store. And it was open. And I was like, I want that. Anyway.
That's expensive fucking toy too. Oh wow, Pincolo just sent me a picture. I is that you in the picture? Oh wow, that thing is fucking huge.
Expo Hotep says doesn't consider body type or fat versus muscle. Yeah, my dad, who never had an ounce of fat on his body because of his size and everything, he was considered on the border of overweight for the
It's
BMI
stupid.
index.
Becca's got rotties.
Say, yeah, my dad was like solid muscle from all of the stuff he did in the Navy. I mean, oh, look at that, Sarah, that kitty, that you just, and he lays like my Patches used to. The Maine Coon that I had, he would go into the center of the floor and roll on his back and sleep on his back with his legs just all up in the air. And there's a picture of her friend's cat doing that. And Shroom shared his puppy, and Sarah shared another puppy. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned and you suggested the animal pictures today. It's a nice. I don't want to bring people down, coming into Christmas, and we've had some bad stories at the end of shows lately, and it's like, oh, it's not a good way to end when we're coming up on the Christmas season. This is a good thing. Alex, did you play with Biden's leg hair? Oh no, but he taught him what roaches are.
Stop. Just stop. Enough.
I
want a Maine Coon. Yeah, I want to see the Bengal again, Viper. I like your Bengal. I had a friend who had one as well. They're lovely looking cats. They really are. I prefer a chunky cat though. I always mention it on streams. A few years back, there was a really like morbidly fucking obese ginger cat that I saw on the way home walking from the shop once, Monkey, and you could hear it breathing. As you approach a cat in the street, they tend to look you up and down a bit, and they decide whether they think you're a threat or not. This one decided that I didn't want to kind of be in my way when I walked past, but it was so fat and just breathing heavily that it just all it could muster was to get on this really low wall in front of this house, and then it was like it didn't even try to run away at that point. I just stopped to give it a stroke because I like them. They're big fat cats.
Well, my cat, he was actually diabetic.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he had to get shots and everything. We had to give him shots in the back of his neck. Yeah, he got really sick, and the monkey's like, we need to take him to the vet. And I'm like, I can't go because if they have to put him down, I can't be there for that. It'll just fuck me up. And she comes home and she goes, he's diabetic. I'm like, what? I've never even heard of such a thing.
Giving it a can of Coke every so often, like
he was. Hang on, Bubba Hotep. Thank you. So did you two need children to learn what roaches are? No. Navy housing will teach you what roaches are. No, this cat used to sleep with his face in his food bowl.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And if he ate enough of his food to where he could see the bottom, he'd start freaking out. He wouldn't leave you alone until you put more in there, or just go over and shake it a little bit so it evened out and he couldn't see the bottom. And God forbid it ever actually got empty. Oh man.
A mad cat.
When I got diagnosed with diabetes, my daughter ran over to my cat and said, "Bad cat, stop spreading that." Yeah, he was a sweetheart. He got real fat, and he lost a lot of weight because we started making sure, don't overfeed him, don't let him have too much and all that. And he didn't eat like human food. He wasn't a real human food eater. He just would eat so much of his own. And so we had to, monitor it, which didn't make the other cats happy. He would monitor what the other cats ate. If they ate too long, he'd go push them out of the way. Like, you fat fuck, let the other cats eat.
But Vanilla Bear's old cat, bless it, it died at the age of, had to be put down at the age of 20. Good fucking age for a cat. I believe that her cat used to steal what you guys call potato chips, we call crisps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you had a bag open, that was it. Yonk, head straight in the bag. In fact, when Lily, the one that's always meowing, that's a bit, a bit special. Mm-hmm. When she was a kitten, she used to ram her head into my cups of tea. and drink them. And I'm like, do you fucking mind? The second they've had their head in it, that's it. You can't have it anymore because cats molt like crazy. She's medium haired. I'd say she's not long haired, but she's medium haired.
We had a cat. We kept a little drawer of snacks for the kids, and mostly it was like little fruit snacks, but occasionally there'd be little Debbie snacks. I don't know if you guys have those little cakes. This cat would open that drawer and steal them, so we had to move them. Like, what kind of cat likes cakes? But she did. She was a very healthy cat, though. She was a hunter, man. We had a mouse get in the house one time when she was here. Oh, it did not last.
I bet it didn't. I bet it didn't.
And she had trained the other two cats that we had. Because we the most we've had here is we had 3. We had my cat, my son's cat, and my daughter's cat. And she had tried to train all 3, but Patch is like, I'm not fucking hunting nothing. There's a food bowl right there.
Yeah.
And she trained the other 2, and it was great. I really want a cat again because every year in Michigan at this time of year, about a month and a half ago now, mice will find a way into your house because it's starting to get cold and they don't want to be outside anymore. And the cats, man, that was their favorite time of year because they would just fuck those things up. And one time, midnight, our youngest cat, he got a hold of one and it was alive. And he runs into the living room with it and he accidentally broke its neck.
Oh, wow.
And what he liked to do is he would grab him and he'd drop him and let him try to run away and catch him again. And he'd do this for like an hour. And then he'd get
food. Like,
yeah. Then he'd get bored, break its neck and leave it alone. But this time he broke his toy too soon. So he comes over and is actually looking up at us, whining about it.
Wow.
Like, it's not moving anymore. Like, yeah, you killed it.
My cat that ran away, bless her. She loved it when Vanilla Bear was having a drink, an alcoholic beverage. Because sometimes the missus would leave her drink on the floor. She'd get up and she'd go over and she'd help herself. Especially if it was vodka and cherryade, I think was the mix that she liked. And she'd go over and start fucking drinking it. It'd be like, what are you doing, you little shit? Fucking alcoholic cat.
Yeah, I can, Oh, that's an African Mastiff. Oh, damn, that's a Mastiff. Lady Monkey wants a Mastiff. I forget which kind she wants. But yeah, P-Dog put a picture of his pups just sitting there. Those are big-ass dogs, man. See, those are dogs. It's a dog. Wait,
you see
P-Dog.
Pictures of those Russian fucking bear dog things? I always bring them up when we talk about animals, but like, I'd love to see one in real life. They're fucking huge.
They're huge, yeah. And just beautiful, though. They're beautiful.
They are stunning. They really
Mind
are.
Rape says, wow, that's one sadistic cat. Well, he didn't know. I mean, to him, it's just a toy.
Yeah.
He didn't care. But yeah, we found a mouse one time because, of course, if they caught him, they'd leave him for us as presents.
Yeah.
It had been completely skinned.
Really?
We never found the skin.
The skin's the best part, though, to be
apparently,
fair.
Yeah. They had some KFC that night.
Yeah.
Just this. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Your cat's been having the skin and just not eating the rest of it. It's an arsehole cat that you have a family member or the friend who joins in with the KFC and doesn't eat the chicken, just has the skin and nothing else.
Yeah.
Fuck off with that shit. Shit bag.
That is, I look, to me, most chicken tastes the same anyway. It's the skin is what changes it depending on what restaurant or something I like it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just eat the skin. That's fucking dirty. How dare you?
The KFC skin in particular is really nice.
Yeah, exactly. That me and Pat argue about because he's a Popeyes guy and I'm KFC. But Popeyes has good skin. Church's has really good skin, especially when they have a little bit of spicy stuff in it. Black, can you imagine the skin gross? Look, those cats, they love to hunt, man. And they were indoor cats, so that was their only chance. Because we didn't let them outside. There's too many things around here. I was walking with Little Butt. There's a church down the road from where I live, and they have a playground. So occasionally we would walk down there and play. And as we're walking, we saw these 3 fox pups.
Oh, yeah.
They're cute as hell. But I'm like, that's not a good thing to have running around. There's coyotes all over this area. They will fuck an animal up. Lots of people lost their pets to those fucking coyotes around here. Yeah, you can actually pop them whenever you want to. Just.
Oh, good.
Liked KFC. Well, it was a Maine Coon after. Go sit in the corner. And no, there was this one time, Bear, it was great. We have a radiator heat in here, so there's radiator vents all throughout the house.
Yeah.
And upstairs, a mouse got under one of those, and he was hiding there. And the 2 hunter cats spent 2.5 days sitting there watching this damn thing, waiting for it to come out. My cat is laying in the middle of the floor going, the fuck are those 2 idiots doing? He could not care less about that goddamn mouse. But the other 2, yeah, they looked exhausted by the end of it. And then
the hunt.
That fucker made the mistake of sticking his head out, and it was quick, man. It was just you just hear this little woof, woof, and you look over, and he's carrying the dead mouse in his mouth over to us. I'm like, oh god damn it!
It's like, gotcha.
Yeah, it's you almost have to have a cat if you live in the woods like I do up here, because those little fuckers will find a way into your house every time. Oh man, Bear.
Yes.
Not that I'm complaining.
What?
Well, you said you jump on for 20 minutes, and you've been here for the whole show, and I appreciate that.
I'm lonely, Monkey.
Me too.
I'm very lonely. I don't know. We got talking. We started talking about animals, and people started tweeting them at us, and I was enjoying it.
This is why your shows, when you say an hour, and you want Monkey, you want to come on, like we're not going an hour. Oh, Patricia sent us pictures. Oh, look at that. Oh, that cat looks like midnight.
Oh, but we just get talking, and I'm very lonely, Monkey.
Check out the picture of Patricia's dog.
I've not been tagged.
Here, I'll tag you.
We get talking, and I'm very lonely, and I don't get to talk to people as much anymore.
I'm gonna put this one. I love this picture. This is like awesome. Check him out.
Here we go. Let's have a look.
Look at him.
He's standing. He's like to attention.
Yes, he is. That is awesome. Look at him. Like, what do you want? What can I do for you?
How can I help you today, sir?
I'm a good boy.
Yes.
Is he wearing a tie?
He looks like he's wearing a tie. He looks. I feel like I could ask something of that dog, and he would do his utmost to retrieve it for me.
Yes.
Like
that. Wow, that is an awesome picture.
That's a nice kitty as well.
Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm sorry. I love all of your pictures. You guys have sent in so many beautiful pictures, but I just love the way he's standing. Like, what can I do for you?
Yeah. How can I help you today, sir? Yeah.
That is that's a good boy right there. Oh, evil one. See, that looks like my daughter's cat. Ah, Tiggy. Tiggy died on my chair.
Oh, Vanilla Bear's cat was called Tiggy. The 20-year-old one. Yeah. She was a nice cat. Very nice cat.
Tiger, his name was Tiger, but we always called him Tiggy. He got real sick, and then one day he comes down and he jumps up in my chair. I'm like, what's up, buddy? And I pet him, and I went to the bathroom and I came back. I'm like, oh my god. Lady Monkey's like, what? I'm like, he's dead. He said, no. I'm like, yeah. So we had to tell my daughter her cat. And then look, I loved him too, so I was devastated. But this was my daughter's cat.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever heard me talk about my daughter doesn't need anything bad in her life ever. That should never happen, ever, because she's my daughter. And yeah,
that's a daddy's girl right there.
That's daddy's girl. Don't fuck with my daughter. We were talking about that last night. Like, girls aren't princesses. Like my daughter is. Little Bud is.
I think if I stop trying to tag me as Irate Bear in the chat, that doesn't work. I'm never logged in as Irate Bear ever. I don't log into that channel. It doesn't. It may exist, but it doesn't exist like anymore. All right. And trying to tag me as just Irate also doesn't work. The name is Irate Alex. Like if you're going to tag me, it has to be Irate and then space Alex. It's the same way as Ranting Monkey.
We've got some more pictures come in from, how do you say that? Firaxian?
People start not tagging me when you're fucking sending these pictures.
I'm getting you.
People should be tagging me. It's at irate Alex.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know if I want this game. I mean, I kind of want it, but there's not enough money off it right now. There's too many games on Steam that I want, but
Which one are you looking at?
There's too many games where it's just like, oh, it's a quid off at the moment. I'm looking at, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce this. Cubi Factorum. It's one of those factory type games.
Like Factorio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought one recently. I forget what it's called. It's called Factory Town.
But I saw that one. I haven't picked it. Look, I have no money for games. I'm looking out for in case I get Steam cards for my Christmas presents.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that one the other day, and did you play Factorio?
Well, you know I did.
No, you may have told me, we may have discussed it, but my memory's not what it should be. So
I wasn't a big fan of Factorio. If it had just like it, because you had a character, didn't you? And you had to direct the character around from the top down. So kind of like well, it wasn't a third person, it was more like point and click. If it had just been like a normal RTS, or like a typical simulation game like Factory Town is, I don't have enough hours in that to kind of give you a review of it. But then I wouldn't have minded that game at all. But I didn't like having to control this little kind of badly rezzed out character to kind of set up the lines and stuff and shit. Whereas I wouldn't mind getting my hand on Cubi Factorum. I don't know how you pronounce that shit. I noticed there's some money off of Mordau. I've been wanting to play that game for fucking ages, but it's 25% off, right? So it's basically a $5 off it. It should be cheaper than that, especially considering the problems the game has had.
P-Dog asks how long I'm going. We'll probably maybe another 20 minutes or so. If you're around, dude, I just tossed you the link if you want to come hang out for a bit, just so you know. But it's not going to go much longer than that because I do still want to get game stream in tonight or today, and I do still want to go hang out with the family sometime today. I never saw Vanilla Bear answer. What time is she doing her? When's she doing her stream?
She's doing a stream.
She asked me if I would go on her. Was it 500 subscriber stream?
She's doing a 500 subscriber stream. It's the first I fucking heard of it, dude.
You were here when I was talking about it with her when I saw the message in chat.
When? Today?
Right after you first came on.
By the way, I've seen Kenshi and it is on my wish list. Also, I can't remember.
Dog, my buddy, how you doing? Dog.
Oh shit, I can't hear
you. He's got monkey muted.
It's like looking at an old age pensioner.
Dog, are you there?
B-Dog.
B-Dog. Plug in your headphones. Hashtag plug in your headphones. Hashtag boomer dog. She's at 500 now. That's all. I don't remember the number. I want to say it was 500. But yeah, very early on, she asked me if I'd be willing to go. And I told her I'd be willing to go on. I just need to know when. Bear, you were actually part of that conversation.
ADHD, mate.
Yeah, we both have.
I took my pill at 11, I think, and it takes 2 hours to kick in. So it would have only started working in the last half an hour.
Viper, or
he died. His heart gave
check
out.
Your headphones.
Boomer dog. Someone in the chat mentioned something. And
for the record, I believe he actually is Boomer Dog.
Oh yeah, my waifu is the Fiora isn't out yet. You know this, Necro. The Nazi waifu simulator, dating simulator, it's not finished. The only way you can get your hands. Well, I think you can pre-order it, or you can gift money to the Kickstarter, and you can get access to some of it. And they actually add your name in the game as a character if you pay enough.
Dog, are you with us now? I don't think he's with us yet.
He's never been with us.
All right. Wow. Oh, I hear him now. X Bubba Hotep, thank you.
Saying anything as I can't hear you guys.
You know why that is, don't you? It's because you have a Blue Yeti.
Oh yeah, dude. Let me put that in the chat. X Bubba Hotep, thank you for the donation. I will get to it in 1 second here. P Dog, check the StreamYard settings. Make sure your speakers are right. It happens to me sometimes. It'll change my fucking speakers for no reason, and I can't hear shit. It does it to my microphone too. I've had 2 different streams where I'm 4 minutes in when I see the chat telling me they can't hear me.
Okay.
Oh, these doggies.
But X Bubba Hotep, thank you so much. My favorite pet I had was named Jaina Catmore. I'm a WoW nerd. Badass cat that would only let me hold, killed snakes, birds, or basically anything that moved. I'll save the unhappy ending. Oh, well, I'm glad you had a kitty like that. They're great. Dog, are you with us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There you go. I only knew that because it's happened to me several times, my friend. How you doing, man?
I'm fantastic. And my chili is delicious. Thank you, Alex. You can. I sent the updated pictures a little more red. That was the preliminary stage, Alex. That was when it's just started.
Yeah, you got to let chili stew. It's got to sit there and cook. I know you said you do yours overnight.
Yeah. I usually do it overnight.
Oh, slow,
very slow and low, and just because I make about 5 gallons at a time, and it's you let it go overnight, then you let it cool, and then you reheat it, and all the seasonings get into the meat. And it's just fantastic.
I love all the pictures we've got. We actually have goat pictures now. Warren sent in
a goat.
There's some doggies, and wait, did that dog get porcupined? Oh, poor doggy. Yeah, one of our dogs. He didn't get into porcupine. He got into just some really tall prickers one time, and we had to pull him out of his snout. Oh, it was horrible.
There's a game here I'm looking at called
what are you looking at?
Buoyancy. You have to build cities on water
and hope they don't flip.
Well, from judging from the video that's auto playing, it looks like them burning and falling apart is a bit of an issue. I was playing some StarCraft 2 this morning. I quite enjoyed the old school RTS feel to it.
I've never played the StarCraft series.
I played the first one as a kid. That was a lot more like Command and Conquer. Whereas a StarCraft 2, which is free just to kind of like play the base game, I believe. Mm-hmm. If it's a lot faster paced than what I was used to as a wee burn playing like Red Alert and whatnot. You can't, from what I can tell anyway, do steamroll turtle kind of strategy. Yeah, you have to be fucking quick.
I'm sorry, I need to go political for just a minute, and I'm sorry to do that, guys. But we read a story last night, and we didn't have anybody of color on the stream. And P-Dog, I'm sorry, you have to be my token for this.
What's wrong with Alex?
He's British.
He's colorful.
But he's British, so it's not the same.
I'm also really high yellow right now.
I mean,
he's yellow. He's Chinese
as black
today.
as I am. Okay, what you got?
Well, there was a story last night, and it said that black people don't like parks. Is that?
Oh yeah, I heard you talking about that.
Is that? I've never heard that stereotype before.
I don't know. My parents took us to the Grand Canyon when we were kids. We went to Yellowstone when we were kids. We went to the Badlands when we were kids. We like parks. Some of us do. I always run into brothers at the park.
Yeah, that's a great place to go have a family picnic. I've seen a lot of those. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to throw that at you because we got a Negro. Let's ask him questions.
But okay. Now, maybe I should qualify this though, because I do not represent the black community.
But you're black, so I figure you would hear more of the stereotypes because they probably come back to you more than they, might hit me.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, although my grandparents were ones, they used to. There was pictures of them where they used to take a trip every year to the Boundary Waters.
Oh wow!
And they would go rent some really rustic cabins up there with like like 4 or 5 families and hang out up there. And that's really weird because I'm sure that they didn't see a lot of black people up there.
Well, the way they made it real quick, Cryptic, thank you so much. He says he hates parks only 1/4 of the time. Or how about 1/4 of the amount? No, the way the article made it sounded like you wouldn't even like a public park, like your local swing set and merry-go-round. And I've never
have they ever heard of Rucker Park?
Apparently, they've never heard of black people.
Okay, but that was from that story about the lady who was some kind of biologist or something like that.
I forget the exact term. She basically a really specialist geologist.
Yeah, it's one of those fields where there's not a whole lot of people in it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, I mean, it's
that was a dumbass story. It really was.
It really was.
But I'd never heard that stereotype. And I feel like I've heard quite a few stereotypes in my life. Black people not liking water. Okay. White people not being able to dance. There's a lot of these that you hear that are well, they're stereotypes because we all hear them. I'd never heard, those black people, they don't like the parks. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, man. I mean, the parks in the black neighborhoods are usually full of kids too.
Yeah, look, even in the white neighborhood, because I grew up in very diverse areas, except for that one point in my life. But I'm a military brat, so we were always in military housing. So you had blacks, you had whites, and you had Filipinos, because sailors love Filipinos. So they'd bring them
Filipino
home with
women.
them. Yeah, they'd bring the Filipino women home.
In fact,
with them.
I have an aunt who's Filipino.
The parks were multicultural where I grew up. We all went and played at the fucking park. I was just like, what the fuck? Anyway, sorry. And I didn't mean to. I hate doing that. But like I said, I feel like if anybody's going to know stereotypes directed at black people, it's going to be black people.
Sure.
So I appreciate your
I am your resident black stereotype.
You're my token
and expert.
You're my token. I'm yours. I'm your honky.
Right on. Well, no, I live around white people.
No, I'm your honky.
Okay.
Don't you take this from me.
I'm sorry. You didn't say white people. You said honky. Yes, honky. You are. Yes, you are my honky.
Actually, my favorite is because I say white people say honky, but black people who actually use it when they're using it as a slur, they actually say hunky or like a hunky. And I fucking love.
You know what?
It's why I love that slur.
You know what? Black people don't say that.
You only see it on. You see it sometimes
in the 70s, maybe. That went away really quick.
There's still a small group. They're almost they're kind of like Farrakhanian, but not members of the Islam, Black Islam. They still hold on to this, and it's. I love those people because they say it the way I like to hear it. Hunky. Please call me a hunky. I love being called hunky. Anyway,
I think cracker is the proper term now.
I hate cracker. It's so boring.
Right. Because white people are boring.
It's so white. No, give me a good hunky. That's what I want to hear. Bear, are you over there looking at games?
Yeah.
What are you looking at these days?
I'm trying to earn these points on the Steam winter thing so I can get money off something. As I'm going through the little missions.
Expo Hotep, thank you so much. When they say parks, do they mean national, state, or county? From the sound of it, they just meant your local park.
No. In that article, you mean? No. She was talking about like big national parks.
No. She had two separate things she said there, because she said the black kids don't get to go to, well, she said inner city kids and kids at poor schools don't have the funding to go to big parks. But when she's first talking, she's talking about just your local park kind of thing too. And like, what the fuck are you talking about, you crazy bitch?
See, I thought she was talking about like field trips to the state park or field trips to Yellowstone or shit like that. You know, like we always had some stupid field trip to some nature preserve or something, and because I grew up in the white schools.
When I was at a black school, they took us to a fucking opera.
Oh, that's cool.
And every kid in the place, white, black, and there were a couple of Filipinos in my class. All of us were like, we don't want to go to the opera.
Yeah.
Every goddamn one of us, when we came out, we were like, that was fucking cool. We couldn't tell what the hell was being said because it was an Italian opera, I believe. But you could tell what was going on in the story. They did a really good job with that. And we were all just fucking mesmerized. Moonshock says Red Dead Redemption 2 needs to go on sale before I buy it. It's on sale right now.
Yeah, not from very much off though.
Well, it's 20% off, but because of its original cost, 20% off is only like $10 or $12, something like that. It's 20% off is a nice discount, but if you wait probably a year, maybe a year and a half, you'll be able to get it for like 20 because they'll eventually do a deeper sale on it. They're not going to do too deep of a sale on it right now because it's selling really well. Because it's the greatest game ever made by Rockstar.
That's the one game I might buy as soon as I put a graphics card in this computer.
Oh, I have. I fucking love it. Even the times when I'm sitting here like, should I do a game stream? Maybe I should go do something else. Fuck it, I'll do it. And I actually kind of do the game stream reluctantly. By the end of it, I'm like, I don't want to stop. What? Bastards didn't notify me. I have it on my wish list. Yeah, well, if there's any game you want right now, it is probably on sale on Steam.
Yeah, almost everything is on there. The Halo collection isn't. Although I'd imagine if it was going to be on sale, it'd be on sale on the Microsoft Store. I'm looking at Kenshi. It's a weird looking fucking game.
I don't know what Kenshi is.
I know it's an RPG kind of thing. Like a true RPG.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very odd looking. But it kind of looks a bit like some of the screenshots look like Morrowind a bit.
Wait. Oh, did we just get Blind Press over 600? I'm sorry I didn't see you ask about that, Blind. I would have thrown that out there to ask out loud. Yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed to Blind Press or my good friend P Dog here, Dog, are you doing a show today?
Yes, I am at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. It's Monday. Is it Monday through Friday right now? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I am doing a show. Yeah, I'm doing a show today.
Well, with the holiday, people they're
oh no, I know.
Things go crazy. Will you be doing one tomorrow, or are you going to skip that?
I'm doing one tomorrow too. Yeah, no, I am home for the holidays, so and I'm usually the only one up this time of morning anyway in my house because everyone else can stay up late and drink and stuff. So,
gotcha.
I'm an early riser.
I am, but not on purpose.
Right.
It's never on purpose.
I want Bum Simulator.
What's that?
I want Bum Simulator.
Oh, so do I, but it's not out yet, is it?
It's not out yet, no.
Yeah.
Wait. Bum or bomb?
Bum. As I'm going to stick my dick in your bum.
Like butthole.
No.
Or butt dish.
No. It's that word, but no. Actual
not,
bums.
Not butthole, but...
Well, when we're talking to a British person, you do have to be careful and specify. We're talking about, it's a homeless simulator, you guys. It is not a...
hobos.
Hobos, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's not a butt simulator.
Okay.
It would sell much better if it was a butt simulator. I don't even want to ask that. What would a butt simulator be?
It'd be a VR game, let's face it.
Probably.
Yeah. I also added Greedfall to my wish list the other day. It's still fairly pricey. Only has 25% off.
But just for Moon, Red Dead is $48 right now. It's $47.99 for the base game. They have a two other versions of it, but the base game gives you pretty much everything you see me play, and it's fucking amazing. Expo Hotep, thank you again. Who says, "Well, I must be black then, since I was born and raised in Florida and never had a field trip to a national park. Considering 80% of Florida is basically a national park, yeah, with gators in it. I don't know if I would go to a national park in fucking Florida." I sure as fuck wouldn't stick my... I've swam in the ocean with no problem. I know people are like, what? There's sharks in there. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not going anywhere there's gators.
That's fair.
No. And Ed always tells us, oh, gators are fine as long as you don't fuck with them. But yeah, if you're just casually swimming, you don't know that fucker's in there. You accidentally bonk his nose and you're dead. I'm good. I will just stay away from Florida. I've never read anything good coming out of Florida.
Everything that I've read about Florida is just bad news.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard a good story come out of there. I mean, even the fucking, like, what was that story now? Emotional support alligator story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one day that fucking thing's going to eat you. It's going to rip your fucking face off. Like,
real quick over on the Streamlabs, thank you, Blind Press, who says, let me get this up here. This is a thank you message to all who helped me reach 600 subs. And if you're interested and can make it, my 300th coffee stream is today, and I'm doing an AMA. Thank you all so much.
Oh, sweet.
I will do my best to stop by because I did throw out some questions. My third question was obviously a little facetious. I asked her if she was Daredevil. But the other two I'm very curious about. I asked her if she runs into many people who are condescending and how she deals with people like that. And I'm very interested to hear.
Speaking of it, which I need 36 to get to 500. So there's a bunch of people here that are probably not subscribed to me. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was interrupted by my my notification because I have my Streamlabs open, and so I get music flashing at me. Thank you to Bearcock who just subscribed.
There you go.
I should probably turn that shit down because
yeah, I have mine very low because it has scared the shit out of me before.
Yeah, that threw me a little bit there. Turn that bad boy down.
I have the little alarm up, but often that screen is covered with whatever story I'm reading. So I'll be in the middle of reading a story and suddenly there's this blast of sound like, fuck. That usually happens like if I'm on the stream by myself and I was listening to music first. Because if there's nobody on here talking to me, I don't pay attention to how loud my fucking sound is set. And if I listen to music, it is really, really loud. And that'll come on and suddenly I need new underwear.
And mine are all like, I have like 8 or 9 different dance breaks that show up depending on how much it is.
Oh, so, there you go.
We've just been sent a story from Sarah Plyer, which is a good story out of Florida. I don't believe you. There's going to be some negative aspects to this, isn't there? Should I read it, Monkey?
Yes. One quick though. I'm going over. Oh, we got Teresa sent in her cat. That is a beautiful cat. That is cute though because it kind of looks like it's got the long hair so it kind of looks like a cat a stain on the floor. I like that. That's cute. And
cat stain.
There's also another kitty cat from her. And okay, yeah, that's all caught up. So we have a good story out of Florida. I have trouble believing this.
Florida man pays off 36 neighbors' utility bills for Christmas.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
That's very nice of him to do. Yeah,
that would be a good Florida story.
Here's a Florida man to be respected. He's the fucking only one I'm aware of.
He's not really from Florida. He moved there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he retired there. He didn't grow up there.
He didn't grow up in that sun. He didn't grow up in that swamp water.
He's from Nyack.
The Christmas spirit is alive and well with Michael Esmond, a pool installation company owner in Gulf Breeze, who was inspired to take a little bit of stress out of the season for his neighbors and secretly shelled out $4,600. It's a lot of money to help 36 families pay their water and gas bills.
Good on him, man.
Yeah, that's a nice story. That's a nice story.
There's a guy, and I can't remember what town it is, but he pays off everyone's layaway at Walmart every year, and they still haven't figured out who he is.
I was about to mention that because I don't know that story, but I do know Tyler Perry. He did that at 2 different Walmarts around him, which inspired Kid Rock to do it in one around him. I'm like, that's a really fucking cool Christmas thing. People go to pick up their layaway, and it's just paid off. Like that's a way to give back, and I love to hear stories like that. See, guys, I'm not against charity and all that kind of stuff. I just don't think it should be forced.
Yeah,
Warren. But yeah, I love stories like that. That's fucking awesome. There's also a dude who like wanders around and gives out $100 bills at Christmas time. I love people who just go out and give. I'm poor as fuck, but I always at least try to hit or keep a little bit of change on me so I can hit the Salvation Army bucket when I pass it.
Yeah. I'm like that with the British Legion.
I mean, it's not much. I can't do very much, but I try whatever I can do. He's actually Canadian. Canadians are so nice. Yeah, but guys, subscribe to P-Dog if you haven't already. We are at the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to be wrapping up here shortly. But Moonshock says I tweeted 2 dogs. Let's go see those real fast before we take off here. Aw.
Doggos. Doggies. Dog faces.
Are you sharing those?
They're just on Twitter. They've been tagging me and Bear in them all morning. I can share the picture. Let's throw it on screen real quick.
Let me see the doggo.
Yeah, I see them.
They're
I see
twins.
the doggies.
Oh, snap. I'm sorry, that's not about the dogs. Thank you, ex Bubba Hotep. Holy shit, dude. It is Christmas. I appreciate that. I can't believe I forgot about you. Merry Christmas with the $50. Holy crap, on the Streamlabs.
It's a generous man.
You should do some ASMR porn with that voice, man.
I've thought about that.
You just go up there and you read like that, and you talk about
it's great,
throbbing members.
Yes, when she gently reached down and slowly unbuttoned.
I'm getting hard.
His pants.
I'm sorry. The women's are just going to like flood. James Colley, thank you so much. He says, please check the hashtag. I left something special. I haven't checked the hashtag at all, actually. And thank you so much for the donation. There's doggo pictures over on the hashtag too. I didn't even notice. Thank you guys for that. I didn't know this, so I wasn't. Oh, Becca, what did you do? Oh my. Becca has sent in some doggos and stuff, and then I scroll down and then I get to where she's back to her ass crack team duties. Oh my.
See, now if they'd have done them on the hashtag, that's what I should have done this morning with mine. Oh, I see. Oh, they've been tagging the hashtag? No.
Well, there's some tagged on the hashtag, but most of them were just tagged directly to me and Bear.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Did you talk about the trans Miss USA?
No, we can get that in just a second.
My Twitter's spurging out. Load, you piece of shit. Thank you. Fuck.
James, which one? I see 2 things from you. You're talking about the two memes you sent? Or did I miss something else? How long ago did you send it to? Because sometimes hitting latest doesn't actually give us the latest. I fucking hate that with Twitter.
Oh, there's Sanut.
Hey, Sin, how you doing, man?
Hey, Sin.
The story.
Oh, wow.
This
was an hour ago. Okay, I must have missed that one. James Colley selling a very rapey Santa.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not scream. I'm going in dry. I like that.
Yeah, we'll throw it on the screen.
Oh, bouncy.
There you go. And you know what? We'll cover the trans stream or the trans thing on the next show because we haven't really done too much political here, and I kind of like that for today. I kind of like that for our Christmas Eve stream, and I think we're gonna wrap it there with that horrible thing that Bear just read. Gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the support of you guys just showing up and listening to us morning after morning. You're amazing, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for the donations and that kind of support because that's how I eat. That's how I eat, and I appreciate you guys thinking enough of us to to support us financially. That is amazing. And
Thanks,
you don't
Bob.
have to do
You're
it.
awesome, sir.
You don't have to do it, and we really, really do appreciate it. Bear, is there anything you'd like to shill today?
Not really, mate. No. I'm in a Megon's new video, which I believe he's releasing later. So make sure you watch out for that.
Tell your wife to get back to me and when she's doing her stream, dude.
Oh yeah, she said something about that, didn't she?
Did she say something in chat?
I didn't. Do you know what? I'm gonna go shout at her. Give me a moment.
Yeah, find out for me because
give me a second.
Like I said, I'm willing to, but for me, it's all about timing, man. Timing is key for Monkey. While we're waiting for him, Dog, what would you like to shill today, my friend?
Well, I do a daily show Monday through Friday, the Morning Night Live, which is my normal show. Usually on Fridays, I have guests, and the rest of the week, I do news. Also, follow me on Twitter at PDogNight. I also use that for Streamlabs and for Venmo and for Gab and Minds, but Gab probably is going away, so who knows?
There you go.
She's napping. So I'll fire you a DM, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let me know. Because like I said, I'm perfectly willing to if I'm up and able to. So
yeah.
Let's see. Tonight we will be on Scribe Light's channel for Lords of the Night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not promising when game streams are going to come. I told you guys I was going to do one last night, and I just got so tired I couldn't. So I don't want to make any promises about that because I don't want to lie to you guys. Here's the thing. Follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you will get a notice when I go live because I always tweet it out. I think in my entire YouTube career since they took away, do you remember when it automatically did that, Bear?
Yeah.
And then YouTube's like, well, we don't want to spam your.
And people would like it, and then that would also go to Twitter, and it would let you know that someone liked your video. And you could just retweet it.
Thank you for fixing that, Susan. That
you know why they did that?
Because they're dicks. They talked to Bob in the break room. And why do you think they did?
No, because they wanted to have less people announcing their videos going out because it was during one of those adpocalypse things. That's when they did it. Remember that? No,
do you want to know why they really did it?
Why is that?
Because YouTube was trying to get into the social media market of Twitter and Facebook kind of posting. That's what they actually did it when they gave us the ability to post to our audience, and they're supposed to be able to talk back and forth to us. They were trying to get us away from Twitter. Like, you're fucking stupid. We're still going to tweet it out. You've just added a step for us, you jackasses.
Real quick, thank you, Evolved Potato, for the $20 Streamlabs. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Be nice to people and have a great Christmas. I will be nice. And also thanks, Miss Rachel, for subscribing.
There you go.
Which that makes you say I only need 30. I've had 6 people subscribe. I need 30 more people. Please help me out. Help a brother out.
Help a brother out, y'all. I'm going to be saying this to you guys until Christmas is done. But if this is the last show I see you on before Christmas, if I don't see you before then, I wish you the very happiest of holidays. I really do, and enjoy it. Try to don't stress out. So many people stress at the holidays. Take a day and just let stress go. Just enjoy your fucking day. Have a very Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you for watching. Bear, thank you for being here. Dog, thank you for coming and hanging out. Everybody, have a wonderful day. A very, very Merry Christmas Eve, and we'll see you later. Bye,
Merry
guys.
Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Peace.
Christmas. See you in an hour.
I'm gonna sing for God.